Our greatest glory is rising when we fall. So don't be discouraged, don't you be appalled. It's okay if you fall and maybe even lose your spark. Just make sure in the end you rise from the dark. It's time to rise up, time to work, and time to chase your dreams. The Lord has the final say, so your soul is redeemed. This message is to help you with your self-esteem, as faith will take you places that we have never seen.
Welcome to Real Talk. We're glad to have all of you to join us on today. We are back again for another exciting week, another exciting day with a very important guest that's going to bring us some good information that I believe will be very important to our community. And we appreciate her doing that. But before we get into that, I want to say hello, and of course, always glad to have Miss Tamara with us as our co-host, and she's going to bring the tea. And so we look forward to doing that. Several ways you can join our Real Talk show. One way is by joining us on Facebook. That's right, Facebook Live. We ask that you would share on your page and let everyone know that we're on. That's right. Like and share. Tag somebody's name in the comments. Let them know that we're on right here on Facebook. We also have a YouTube page. That's right. We have a YouTube page that's Real Talk with Pastor Z and Bishop T. We ask that you would go on and like and subscribe. We're definitely excited to have all of you. You know what we do every Thursday night around this time? We ask everyone to join in and go ahead and speak to us so we can do roll call in a few minutes before we bring our special guests on. So go ahead and start speaking to us. We'll do roll call in a few minutes and give some shout outs. While you're doing that, I do want to I normally tell someone or give a shout out to a restaurant that I have eating at, and on today, I almost got sick eating because I ate too much.
Oh, too much.
Yeah, I went to a rib bone today, and man, I had the ribs, and I'm talking about the fresh collard greens, the candy yams, and peach cobbler. Oh my goodness!
Oh wow!
And I can barely hold my eyes open.
Did your cup have crust on it?
Oh yes, had just the way I like it, just the way I like it. So
Right.
we was glad to see Pastor Jones, and of course a couple of my members that actually work there is responsible for the wonderful food. So
Awesome.
we're glad to see Pastor Jones, Miss Dahl, Levada, and all of those great workers there at Real Bone. Go ahead, everyone joining us. Speaking to the comments, we're going to get ready to do a shout out, and then we're going to move forward. We have a very busy person as our guest. They're actually out of the city at this moment, but they took time out to join us tonight so they could give us some very important news. That's right. Very important news. So we're going to get ready to do that. All right. Go ahead and give us say hello to us, and then we'll call your name out, give you a shout out, and we're going to move forward. Okay. So how have your day been, Miss Tamara?
It's been busy. It's pretty busy. but it all winded down and everything is good.
Everything good?
Everything is good.
Now, it's a strong possibility we may have Tanya Lynn with us on tonight. She's just as busy, or we may not, but she will be tuning in, but she may not join us tonight. This is a very busy time for her. Okay. All right. We're going to get ready and do our roll call at this time. All right, let's speak to all of those who have spoken to us. Okay. Want to say hello to Miss Veronica Pace. Hello, thank you for joining us on tonight. Glad to have Brother Philip Davis with us, along with his wife, Miss Katrina Davis. Hello. Glad to have y'all to join us here on Real Talk. Tara Townsend, glad to have you on this evening. Miss Mary Smitherman, hello to you. Dana J, my baby brother, what's happening? Glad to have you on with us tonight. Miss Delma Smith, glad to have you. And of course, Miss Lynetta Woods is with us on tonight. We have quite a few other people with us on tonight. They just are being rude tonight and they haven't spoke to us. But we're going to say hello to all of you that are joining us. We hope that you're ready to have a wonderful time. We're looking forward to doing that. Hello, Conteria Williams. Glad to have you with us.
Hey, I can't see the comments.
You can't see the comments. Okay, let's make sure you can see the comments. Hold on one second. You know, we was having a little technical difficulty there, but we're gonna get it. We're gonna make it happen. All right. All right. How about that?
Yeah.
That'll work. That'll work.
Mm-hmm.
What about that? That'll work. That's good.
People.
All right. All right. All of those people that are joining us on today, glad to have all of you to join us. And as you, Miss Satina Lindsay, hello. What's up, Walter Gunn? Glad to have you on. Miss Cassandra White, Mr. Lacey Robinson, glad to have all of you join us on today. Well, we have some very important news coming your way. We all love her. She has, she's a person of many hats. And she came around on Sunday, and I think she tried to make it to about 6 or 7 worship services, but she came by Mount Zion to share some good news, and really appreciate it. It was so good that I said, I need you to come on Real Talk, and I need you to come on this Thursday. Everybody welcome Gaston's own, the Honorable Judge Nikki Tinker. Welcome to our podcast. Glad to have you. Thank you for being with us on tonight. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm blessed. So thank you for having me. I appreciate you and Tamara for taking the time and giving me this opportunity to share with you all some things that I have going on in the city of Gadsden that's coming up, and certainly enjoy being with you at Mount Zion on Sunday, as well as several of the other churches that I attended on Sunday. Unfortunately, I just get a chance to sit and stay. A lot of times you get beat up. Those politicians, they run in and run out. And I said, Lord,
Yeah.
I hope I don't get accused of that. I'm coming.
Oh no! And with the great news, that a matter of fact, the package that you left us, we had to run off several copies. So all those that we gave out, and then we have many more. But tell us what's really going on. Tell us about the good news.
I will, but I do want to give you a quick shout out to the rib bones as well. I eat the chicken livers and rice when I go. So
That's what's happening.
That's what's happening. On March 25th, this is the message I was trying to deliver. March 25th, that's on a Wednesday. We're having a seniors clinic for anyone that is over the age of 65, or 65 and older, I should say, that does not have a will, an advanced healthcare directive, or a power of attorney. We've provided a number. That number, for those that have an ink pen, is 517-2162. We're going to provide those documents to you, help you, and assist you with making sure that you have those documents, and it's going to be free of charge.
Give that number again. Let me see if I can put it in the bottom.
Sure. It's 334-517-2162. You'll need to call that number to make a reservation, because you can't just walk in and say, I heard that they were giving these documents away. They were helping people. We're going to be at capacity, so we won't be able to help people. We're limited. We're going to only be there from 9 o'clock to 3:30 that day. So what is happening? I'm working in partnership with the Alabama State Bar. That's from Montgomery. Just so you know, every licensed attorney is a member of the Alabama State Bar. We have to go through, once we graduate from law school, we have to sit for the bar exam. Once we pass the bar exam, we are now officially members of the Alabama State Bar, and they regulate what we do from the time that, as long as we're licensed, and they have the authority to disbar us when we don't do what we're supposed to do. If ever there's an attorney that is taking advantage of someone or done some things or not followed ethically our obligations that we are required to follow, they will disbar us. So that is the arm of that is our association. Sometimes they have the medical association. Our association is the state bar. So they're going to be working with me, so that we have a volunteer lawyers program within the Alabama State Bar. So some of those lawyers are coming in from Montgomery, they're coming in from Birmingham, coming in from Anniston. So they're coming in to help Gadsden, help me, help Gadsden, Etowah County, to assist our seniors in making sure these documents are provided. Like I said, it's free of charge. For those of you, most people know what a will is. You know what that is. Some people don't know what an advanced healthcare directive is, though. An advanced healthcare directive is a document that tells us your wishes. In the event that you're in a hospital, you're not deceased, but you are still alive, but you're in a position where you can't speak for yourself. It may be because of a physical disability. It may be because of a mental disability. It may be because of the medication that has been provided to you. You can direct what they call a proxy. That proxy is going to be the person that can speak on your behalf. You can also, if you don't want to designate a proxy, that's fine. You can put your own wishes. I wish to be resuscitated. I wish to not be resuscitated. I want blood transfusion. If this happens, I want y'all to do this. You'll be surprised. This helps your children from having to get into arguments, brothers and sisters from having to make these decisions. It helps a doctor that you don't know making these decisions. You get to speak for yourself, or you designate that person that can speak on your behalf. That document is to go to your doctor, and it will be put on file at the hospital. And that's as good as you speaking for yourself at that time. So we'll give you that. Also, a power of attorney. Some people don't know what that is. Power of attorney is simply a document that you have while you are living. It ceases to exist at the time of your death. At the time of your death, it is no longer effective. But as long as you are living, that person can take this document and they can stand in your shoes, and they can make decisions for you at the bank. They can provide this documentation to the courthouse. Anything that you need them to do with Medicaid, Medicare, they can make those decisions for you. Okay, so they can stand in your shoes with this power of attorney, and it can be revoked. If they get on your nerve, they make you mad, you can say, I don't want you to be my power of attorney no more. I can move it to somebody else. That's what people understand. Once you give it away, that doesn't mean it has to be permanent. They can change their mind. And you don't have to give it. You can take that document and put it in your drawer or with your personal effects, and you don't have to use it right then. It's later. I got somebody right now, their power of attorney. Nobody in the family knows I have it, but I have it. And I don't use it because they're perfectly capable of taking care of themselves right now. But in the event that one day they cannot, I can pull it out and say, hey, this person's already given me their power of attorney, and they want me to stand in their shoes and act. Right. If I don't do right, they can take it back. I don't want you, Nikki, anymore. I'm done with you. I go to somebody else, and that's their right to do that. Okay. So we want to give you all the power to have those decisions, have that documentation. with you free of charge. When you walk out of that day, what will happen, you'll walk into it's at the East Gaston Community Center, if I hadn't said that already. You'll walk into the East Gaston Community Center. You'll sit down with an attorney. They'll have their laptops in there. And also these laptops are actually provided by the Alabama State Bar. So it's all confidential. It's all confidential. These are not our personal laptops. They're being brought in by the bar. And when they leave, they're going to take those laptops back and they'll scrub them. So none of us will have access to any of your personal information once this is over. But you'll walk in and you'll sit down with a lawyer and you can tell them your wishes. They're going to help you draft this document, and you'll sit down with a notary. They'll go through it with you. And at that time, you'll walk out of there with documents that will be recognized in any court in the state of Alabama.
Awesome. Awesome. So that's going to be March the 25th.
March 25th. Yep.
And that's going to be from 9 to 3.
9 to 3:30. Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now, and this is for Etowah County only?
Only Etowah County.
Only Etowah County for those that are watching.
Because I'm bringing lawyers in, and you know how hard it is to get lawyers off their job to come in and volunteer.
Right.
The people that sign up for it, they're gonna say, "Well, Gaston is good." Because what I'm trying to do, I want to do other clinics in the future too. Like they say, Pastor, to whom much is given, much is required.
That's right.
It's my job to get out here and make sure I'm at least doing what I can do for my community.
And we appreciate that. I remember you saying this Sunday, when you was here speaking, for those that may be in fear of thinking that because Judge Tinker, that she may share some of your information, it is strictly confidential. And you even said that if they come in, you would send them to the other attorneys. You won't even do theirs, just to ease their mind. This is free. This is something that we all must do. And I thank you for looking out for those 65 and up, and even the caretakers of those people of that age, because sometimes it has the caretakers have to encourage them to go ahead and get those documents filled out. So we appreciate that.
Absolutely. At the end of the day, it's going to be us that's going to be responsible. I mean, if you get into a position where you need an advanced healthcare directive or a will is needed, those are the children and the grandchildren that are going to be left trying to figure all of these things out. So if you don't want to get yourself in that position, if you're on this phone and in this podcast and you're under the age of 65, but you have a grandmother out there, a grandfather out there, auntie, hey, do what you can to help them. And this process, I'll be honest with you, some people for older people, it's frightening. It's very frightening because you're starting to look at end of life. Mm-hmm. And, but end of life could happen. We see it happen to 12-year-olds, 10-year-olds. It could happen to anybody. So don't sit here and say, okay, I'm planning the end of my life. Now, what you're doing is being very responsible.
Right.
And going to get you some insurance on your car. Something could happen, and you just want to make sure that you're insured. That's it. So that your wishes are carried out in the way that they need to be carried out. And if you've ever been in any family that's had a death, particularly in our community, there's going to be some discussions about something. And unfortunately, sometimes we delay. Some people just don't have the money to do it, to go in and pay a lawyer. I get that. Lawyers are expensive. Some people are intimidated by the process. They're afraid they don't understand the process and don't want to go in and feel and be ashamed in some way. Mm-hmm. Other people they're scared to talk about the end of life, just to have a discussion. And some people just procrastinate. I'm going to do it. I'm going to get it done. Okay, yeah, you going to get it done, and we're going to get it done on March 25th. Let's just get it done and move on. And it's fine. Our other people in these other communities, they have the money and the resources sometimes, and a lot of them have gotten it taken care of. It's done. We are dragging our feet on it, and that's why we're running into all of the issues with regards to the property and our communities looking the way that they are. We got to make some decisions, some hard, tough decisions, and sit down. All it does is open up the communication with your family.
So I remember you giving out some packages that they had to fill out. How can they get their hands on those packages?
Well, I left the packages with the churches that I visited.
Right.
Sunday, and I think I'm gonna if we've not filled up, I'm gonna continue to go around to churches until we get every seat taken. That is my mission, to make sure we get a slot, some name in every slot.
Okay.
And so, and I want you, more importantly than getting the packet, is to get a reservation, because they're going to sign up the lawyers that are going to come based on the number of people, the interest that we have.
Right.
Why ask lawyers to take off their day and their job if we only have 10 people showing up? They're not showing up. But if we say, okay, look, we got a room full of people that's trying to get this done. I want it to be so many people that we're at capacity that day, and they got to come back again.
Right.
That many hanging out there. And I want to do an expungement clinic that's coming up. So that helps a totally different group of people in our community. But if I can't do it all by myself. I've got to have these lawyers help me. And if we're not showing interest in it, they won't come.
Right.
They will not come. And so I need y'all to lock in on this free opportunity. I mean, I can't make it any better than that. I can't give away anything better than free.
Right. You can't. And in this time of day with everything going up, free ought to draw your attention to something, you know.
Right.
This is something that you definitely now let me ask you this, just to kind of put a value on these documents. If someone would have to hire an attorney to get these documents, what would it cost them out of pocket?
Well, it's hard to say. Most lawyers, I mean, it just depends on the lawyer. It's like anything.
Right.
A pair of shoes. You want this pair of shoes, you want that pair of shoes. But
right.
The baseline is going to be, I would say, at least $150 an hour.
Okay. An hour.
An hour.
Wow. Yeah. And you offering this for free.
For free.
And so people, Gaston, Etowah County, let's call this number, and let me make sure that the number is correct. That number is 334-517-2162.
Yes, sir.
Okay, make your reservations. She's trying to fill it up. Now, once you fill it up, is that it?
That's it.
That's it
for that day. That's it for that day.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's why I'm telling people, please don't drag. I'm trying to get, as many people in our community, because I haven't really started advertising it for all of Etowah County, because I want the people that I know that need this to go ahead and jump on it.
Well,
okay.
Let me apologize right now, because being on Real Talk, you just covered all of Etowah County.
That's fine. That's good. It's time now. It's time.
Etowah County and every other county, they know about it now. But we're only going to be servicing Etowah County. So, everyone, now that this podcast is out there and is live, people are actually calling that number right now to make reservations. So if you know someone and you need to go ahead and fill that spot, go ahead and make your reservations right now. You heard it right here on Real Talk from the Honorable Judge Nikki Tinker.
You're so nice. You are so kind. You are so.
So how's it going? I know that you and I know you came to talk about that. But a lot of people know, and those that don't know, that you are actually a judge at the municipal court, right?
I am, yes.
So is anything coming down from that way that we may need to be aware of?
Well, I served in that capacity. It's an appointed position, so I serve at the will and pleasure of the city council, and so, as of course, it's election season, so we're going to be encouraging everybody to actually get out and go and vote and participate in that process.
Right.
I would like to have an opportunity to come back to you all and talk to you in the future when we have more time to talk about some of maybe the amnesty programs and how people should get involved in taking advantage of those processes. Just to talk to you about the court and what happens just in general, not necessarily the court. Some people never go to court, so there are other issues that we should discuss, and I think lawyers and judges are responsible for doing that. It's a part of it is not to just sit in justice and judgment of people, but certainly to educate and assist and help people to understand the process, because it can be intimidating.
Right.
I feel more responsible because there are very few African Americans and women. We don't have any women judges. We don't have African American judges, or just people of color, period, in general in Etowah County. So I feel that weight to kind of come in and do what I can do as best I can. So y'all please call me back sometime. Let me come in. We come up with a topic that people might be interested in knowing about. I can't say I know it all because I don't know it all. And if you find a lawyer that tells you they know it all, you run as fast as you can. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, but you feel free whenever you desire to come on. Tamara, you have any questions for the judge?
Well, just I want to say I think that's a good thing that you're doing. That's awesome. Do you know of any other counties in Alabama that would it just be an attorney just doing what you're doing, or would the bar look at other counties that need help?
Absolutely, good question. Yeah, the state bar, they travel around and they do. The reason I got involved in it is because I went to Anniston and I helped.
Oh, okay.
Anniston, and we were doing the same type of clinic for the firefighters in the Anniston Calhoun County area. And I said, wait a minute now, we're gonna be doing this in Gadsden too. So what do we have to do to get it into Gadsden?
Right.
And, so I just started contacting folks and asking for help and just thinking that we could bring this to Gadsden. And they said, yes, they absolutely would do what they could to help me in Gadsden. So, yes, the state bar, I know people think lawyers that y'all got all these lawyer jokes and y'all talk about us so bad. Y'all
My Lord.
but we actually, I would say it's like anything else. You got good teachers, bad teachers. You got good doctors, bad doctors. You got good judges, bad doctors. You got them all. But by and large, most people in the legal profession went in it with the intention of helping someone. We are built in that capacity and in that way. So you have a good group of folks that are willing to volunteer. And quite frankly, the bar expects us to volunteer. It's what they call pro bono work.
Right.
Expect us to do a certain amount of service for the community. Now, some take it to heart and do a lot. Some, quite frankly, just don't do anything at all. But they have great intentions. So all across the state of Alabama, there are lawyers that are helping on a day-to-day basis.
Awesome.
Okay. Any important words you want to share before you go?
Like I said, I just appreciate everything. I've got so many folks that you just called out on the line that I know are there, that I've grown up with, I've known my entire life, and I won't start calling names because I love them all the same, and they are very good people, and they care deeply about their community. I appreciate you all doing this on your podcast. We don't have a television station, we just don't have a lot of ways of getting information out.
Right.
I appreciate you all stopping and taking time out to open up this dialogue, to give people an opportunity to get information. They don't know where to get information, but if they can get with some people just like you all that they trust and that they can believe in, I think that's just beautiful. You don't get it all in on a Sunday morning. So it's good.
Right.
You can sit here and relax and get it in with your Auburn shirt on. I don't know about that.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah. I know you're a Roll Tider. Exactly. Listen, I appreciate you, and I thought it was great information you shared with us in such a short period of time, but it was great information, and I was like, man, I just need you to come on the podcast and talk about this, because people need to actually hear this. There's some good information. And to think about your hometown, and here's me. I have a heart for children. I have a heart for single moms. I have a heart for the elders. And so when you look out for the less, or you look out for those who in need, that touches my heart. And so that says a lot. And one thing that I think that we'll miss out on is because we don't receive the information. So I want to make sure that they receive the information. And I know you You're already thin and you're trying to stretch yourself thin. But you went to 6 different churches on Sunday trying to get to speak for a few minutes and leave the information. And I'm glad you came here to speak, because passing me that information and hoping that I would be able to share this with the congregation wouldn't have done it justice. But the way you broke it down and you shared it with us on Sunday, I was like, wow, I need to get you on the show so you can have more time to say what you need to say and encourage our people to, yes, let's get this while we have it. So thank you.
Thank you.
And then Pastor Dudley, I'll see you shortly, since you're talking about my ugly shirt. Me and you, we'll speak in tongues to each other in a few minutes. And Miss Marstella, don't be laughing at him. He's not funny. But thank you so much for coming on. Anytime you want to come on to bring good information or to share something that you feel like we need to know, give me a call. You have my number. We'll make it happen. We make it happen. We definitely we'll find a spot, because we don't have a time limit on our podcast. We come on and we get out what we're going to get out, and then we go off. So we'll always find time to inform the people in Gaston. Okay.
Okay. Well, I appreciate.
We appreciate you, and you have safe travel. I know you're on the road. Safe travel. Thank you again for taking out of your busy schedule to spend some time with us. Everybody show some love to Judge Nikki Tinker. Thank you so much.
Okay.
You too. Thank you. All right.
That's awesome.
Awesome. And I'm very thankful and grateful for her sharing that good information with us. You don't know unless someone let you know. And now that you know, that's one excuse you don't have, is that you didn't know. Now, young people, if you have loved ones that are 65 and up, if you know that they haven't done any of these things, it's your obligation to make sure they get to this particular event on the 25th. That's the East Gaston Community Center from 9 to 3.
3:30.
9 to 3:30. RSVP right now with the phone number that is strolling across the bottom. You need to call and make reservations right now to secure you a spot, because once all the spots are secured, then that will be all for that particular day. You heard her say, if you had to pay for this, it's $150 an hour to an attorney, and they're offering all of this for free. So please do not ignore this. Do not let this miss out on this. If you need it, it's a blessing. It's definitely a blessing, and we thank Judge Tinker for sharing and thinking about Etowah County, to do this for those that she know needed. So thank you so much. All right, Tamara, this has been we had a lot go on since the last time that we was on the podcast on last Thursday.
Yeah.
A lot is going on. We got a war going on.
Mm-hmm.
That war. Here's the thing, that for those that may not know, there are rules even to war.
Sure is.
Rules to war. And when it come down to the rules of war, we have violated some.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
First of all, they did it without the approval of Congress.
Right.
Okay. Second of all, they have bombed schools, and they have killed over 100 little girls by hitting the girls' school,
Mhm.
killed over 100 something little children. Those are violations. Um, and to me, it's strategic because it's election time approaching,
Mhm.
and the only times that a president does not come out of office when his term is up is during wartime. So to me, it was strategic for him to start this war. We don't know when this war will end, but as long as we are at war, he stays in office.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
just a lot there. That's a lot.
Yeah.
From my understanding, now we it wasn't playing well, and you got to be careful about listening to um uh who's it, Pete Hespitch. You know, they got them guys. They'll get on TV and sell you a dream, and it's not. Um, they're actually lying about it.
Right.
Because according to what I was hearing, that we was actually running out of ammunition. And when you start looking at the places that Iran was attacking, we have bases all
Right.
around Iran, and they attacked those bases. So
They
what they did, they destroyed our extra ammunition. So when we run out of what we have nothing to reload with.
right.
This looked like they was prepared for this war, and
Mhm.
we're not.
Right.
You know, China and Russia are discussing and how they feel like it was uncalled for what we did. You know, and I hear people at work say all the time, man, we bad, man. Nobody's gonna mess with us. And I have to tell them, you
Mhm.
know, I don't know if people, there's a saying that says it's best to remain quiet
Then open
than
up.
to speak
Yeah.
and remove all doubt.
Right.
Here's the thing about a bully. Once someone beat that bully,
Mhm.
everybody want to fight him.
Right.
I'm gonna say that again. Once someone whooped that bully,
Mhm.
now everybody want to fight him because they know now they can be beat.
Right.
You
I don't
so
um was Raphael Warnock out of Georgia, he talked about how the president, didn't have the authority, and that he felt like Congress they need to they need to talk about that. Um, but it's like everybody, I don't know if they are afraid of Trump, like you said, the bully, but how can it's not right. It's not right. And there are supporting it. Some are supporting, not all.
well, they staying loyal to Trump, but
Right.
I'm looking at the Pete Hespitch and the Attorney General and all them. Stay loyal. I want them to stay loyal
Right.
because I'm gonna tell you what he's doing.
Mhm.
When it all come to a head,
Mhm.
those the people
And
that's
he's
going to end up going in and going behind bars.
right.
See,
Right.
he looking for a fall guy. They don't know he looking for a fall guy, but just continue to remain loyal to him. Do what he asks you to do. You think you safe because it's him. Well, they may not do anything to him, but the ones that was under him, that was actually the head of those positions,
Mhm.
they're not exempt from going to jail.
Right. What's the lady name? Christy Noon. He got fired. He let her go from Department of Homeland Security. So were you able to watch? Um, they was questioning her about the things that had taken place under her watch.
I
Specifically.
saw some of it, and I saw where he's upset with her because he said that he knew nothing about an ad that she was running.
Yeah, and it was millions of dollars. It was like $220 million for ads that was for her. So so that's why he did it. I think
They said he fired her while she was walking up on the stage to do a speech.
right. But you know what? He fired her, but he also appointed her to another
Yeah, yeah. That let you know how mad he was.
right. He wasn't that
Okay.
mad because he
All
appointed
right.
another job. So another,
And some MMA guy, former fighter, uh,
yes. I
has
would
gotten a position. It's
yeah.
something.
So
What about Jasmine Crockett?
yeah, man, she lost. She lost. But now I'm hearing that this guy they may have some of the same views.
Yeah.
But so we'll just have to see. But I think, people talk about her presentation. I mean, she's just a strong black woman,
The bottom line is enough of the voters didn't show out.
right?
Roland Martin
Man,
talked about that. Roland Martin said that the voters didn't show out to vote.
but get
And even though they was having issues at the polls,
having a
they was
lot.
closing the polls. He said, really the people that turned out to vote, they didn't turn out to vote like they should have.
That
That's
was.
all.
And she said she had stood in line for like 5 hours, and then somebody came out and said, "Well, y'all can go over this place where where there's not a line. Like go way across town." And so I think that maybe I think it's true, not enough voters, and then some people just got confused because they were saying that they were sending them to this place and that place. So I hate that, but I am hearing that this guy, James, can't pronounce his last name, but they have some of the same views. So,
Yeah.
but
Well,
yeah,
we'll see. What do you have for us tonight?
well, it's a lot. Um, I was trying to see who I was on, but everybody remember LL Cool J? Ladies love Cool James. It,
Everybody know LL Cool J.
okay, well
But the can't go.
ladies love him.
Always licking his lips.
Ladies love him.
What about him?
58 years old now, but he got a new look. And if I wish I had the picture, but it's a new season look, it's got a little, gray going on. And so, but he still look good. So y'all check him out, ladies. Ladies love Cool James.
Next.
So, last week I was talking about Ray J. Well, his mom came on and just kind of, well, she made a video talking about his condition. So I guess it is true. He does have a heart condition. Um,
Talking about Ray J?
Ray J, yes.
He got more than a heart condition.
Well, mental condition too. But
But that's what I've been concerned with, how he been acting out.
yeah, but she did confirm that he does have a heart condition. So yeah, I was because at first
That wasn't what we was concerned about.
you think we were just concerned about him just
You didn't know he was sick. All you know is he been on these podcasts talking crazy.
well, yeah, he's been on the podcast
He
talking,
been talking crazy, so it wasn't his heart.
but he was
We
at
knew
the
something wrong with his mind. He was doing drugs for one.
but he was at the concert with the heart monitor on, blood dripping down his eyes. So yeah, I don't know. But mama spoke out, so maybe family can rally around him and get him some help, physically and mentally.
Mm.
So everybody remember Britney Spears? She back in the news again. I used to love Britney Spears. She was a cool.
There's something wrong with you.
She was cool.
We're gonna get you. What's that Dr. Ray J went to?
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, we need to send you to the same one.
What's wrong? She made.
Britney Spears ain't making. What did she make? Well, I shouldn't have asked you because you know.
You
But
know.
anyway, what about Britney?
Well, Brittany done fell off again. So yesterday she led the police on a wild chase for a whole hour.
What was she driving?
I don't know what she was driving, but she was under the influence and they took her to jail.
As always.
Yeah, but you know, I think at one time she was kind of like under that thing what Wendy Williams is under. Her dad had like sole control over everything, so he may need to get her back because
Mm.
an hour long speed chase. So yeah, they laughing. So Benzino. I didn't get a chance to talk about Benzino last week. Everybody have, I'm sure some, maybe not all, have watched Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. Benzino, little short guy, no neck. Yeah, well,
I haven't watched it.
you don't know Benzino. He like used to. He was, I guess, the founder or
Well,
something.
maybe our viewers know who you're talking about. I don't. But
Oh,
move on. What about him?
well, he got hit by a car by his girlfriend, and I know some, maybe not all. Crime Mob, Diamond, Nook if you book.
I
So
heard that Nook if you book.
if you book, well, she was in the car too, because apparently his ex-wife or ex-girlfriend or whatever, they're going through a custody thing and got into a heated argument at kids' school and they pulled off and he said that well, he claimed that Diamond is the one from Crime Mob. Look, if you book actually hit him, but she came back and said, no, that's not true. But Benzino, ever since he's been off of Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, he's had a lot of run-ins with the law. Just kind of crazy. Just sit back and because he's older, like he's an older guy. But yeah, so I thought that was some tea.
Mm.
Oh man, I had a joke, but I forgot it. It was funny. It was funny. What was it? It was a good joke too. Oh,
Mm.
I know. So yeah,
Let's hear it.
out to Naomi Wise, man, they lost. It was a nail biter.
Yeah, I felt like the referee should have swallowed his whistle.
Yeah,
Um,
but he
they,
balled.
you know, 0.4 seconds on the clock.
I know.
You
Yeah,
don't blow that whistle unless it's an obvious call.
right.
That was not an obvious call. The ball was shot. And for those who just tuning in, Naomi was on our show on last Thursday. Naomi Wise, who is the freshman phenom of Fort Payne Wildcats girls basketball team. They made it down to the Final Four. They played. I think it was Wednesday that they played.
Yeah.
And it came down to the wire. Was tied up. The ball was shot, and with 0.4 seconds left in the game, they call a foul. It was not an obvious foul, and I believe at that time I would have let the game go in overtime. 0.4 seconds. You send them to the park crossing. I believe that's what they played.
Yeah, it was.
You send them to the free throw line with 0.4 seconds. It's really impossible to score with 0.4 seconds on.
Right.
And you got to go to the other end. I felt like they should have swallowed. My issue in sports, and I understand that referees are human too, and I've been seeing a lot on the network that, take it easy, they're human. We have a shortage of referees and people wanting to referee because they get harassed all the time. But I think in big games, any game, let the players decide.
Yeah.
Let the players decide the game. Stay out the game. Sometimes referees make it about them.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell when they run into the scores table to give the number of the person that committed the foul. When they you know, the way they blow the whistle, the way they call the
Right.
charge, the way they call
Yeah.
blocking,
Right.
you know, they make it about them.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not about, it shouldn't be about them. Yeah, you're getting paid to do that. But at the end of the day, why rob these children of anything? Stay out the game.
Right.
Obvious calls, yes.
Mm-hmm.
But if it's not obvious, what are we doing? You know, I watched a couple of games I've been watching on the network down in Birmingham at the state playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
And referees, man, they really is, you know,
Horrible.
you just got to know, just let the kids play.
Yeah.
Unless it's an obvious call, like someone deliberate, that 0.4 seconds, you should have swallowed that and let them go in overtime, battle it out.
Right. Right.
You know, battle it out. But I'm proud of Naomi. I'm proud of Fort Payne for making it down. They was from our area.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm
proud of them. I see where Coleman and Oxford will play for the state championship.
Or
Coleman. No, they beat Calera.
Okay.
Calera was up by 15 points in the fourth quarter, and they blew the lead, and I think they ended up going in overtime.
Yeah,
Coleman pulled it out.
Yeah. Well, Naomi had 10 points, 10 rebounds, and 5 steals. She did
as a freshman. And her first time to state in the Final Four. So you got to imagine in the next 3 years. Yeah.
Yeah, we'll see her again on the big stage, definitely.
Oh yeah.
So, but yeah, that's all I had for T. But yeah, I want the ladies. Y'all go and Google Kuja look. But yeah.
Y'all do that. Have fun with that. Well, it's been fun. Hopefully we'll go ahead.
Stephon Diggs, he got released from the Patriots, and he got released from Cardi B.
Well, go get him. He free.
I don't want it.
Well, you may stand a better chance with him than LL Cool J.
Well, yeah, I don't know now.
We out, y'all. Have a good night.